Rasmus Hojlund. I know there's been so much criticism and scrutiny aimed in his direction. But if you look at when he actually joined, I don't think, as James alluded to there, that United's aim was, right, here you go, you're going to carry the burden of Manchester United's goal-scoring responsibility. But added to that, when he arrived, he was slightly injured. He actually didn't make his debut until early September, so he didn't have a pre-season at all in a new club, in a new country, in a new league, at all. The following summer, right, can we see the best out of Rasmus Hojlund? Because he showed signs in his first season. And he started this second pre-season fantastically well until he got a really bad hamstring injury playing against Arsenal, I think it was, in that pre-season. And he didn't actually start for United or make an appearance for United until mid to late September of last season. So again, he's missed the pre-season. Now, there's a touch of irony now that there's been a lot of talk about whether Rasmus Hojlund has got a future at Manchester United in a pre-season where he has played a full part and he has impressed. James says he's showing encouraging signs. He says he wants to fight for his place. Ruben Amorim has been praising Rasmus Hojlund for his performances and how he's starting to adapt to his system and adapt to the team. And it comes at a time when Manchester United are potentially considering offers for him. So it's a difficult one for the club, but it's a difficult one for Højlund as well.
Yeah, all that said, are Manchester United looking at possibly starting the season with a completely revamped front line?
Well, it could be the case. You've got Brian and Bumo on the right-hand side, Matthias Cunha on the left-hand side, and potentially...
Kevin, because the most familiar face that was up there was, of course, Donnarumma.
And his situation's really interesting because PSG want to bring in Lille's Lucas Chevalier. They see him as the future of their goalkeeping position. Bit better with his feet, it has to be said. Donnarumma only has 1 year left on his deal. They haven't agreed a new contract. So where does that leave him? Is he only going to be there for a year longer and then he goes as a free? Or a club's going to actually try and sign him by the end of the window if Chevalier is installed as the number one?
Right, talking about one of the most in-demand wingers in about 15 seconds, Kevin. Ademola Lookman, what's the latest?
He's pushing for a move from Atalanta to Inter. Atalanta not playing ball. He's released a transfer statement and a big statement on social media saying that the club are blocking him from making a move.
Højlund vows to fight for place, but Amorim admits striker could leave Manchester United. Rasmus Hojlund insists he wants to stay and fight for his place at Old Trafford, despite Manchester United's eagerness to sign a new striker. Ruben Amorim was unable to offer the Danish international any guarantees over his future after Højlund scored in a 4-1 pre-season win over Bournemouth on Wednesday. United are interested acquiring either Benjamin Sesko or Ollie Watkins after a difficult season in front of goal when they scored 44 goals in 38 games on the way to a disappointing 15th placed finish. Højlund has struggled since his £72 million move from Atalanta 2 years ago, scoring 14 times in 62 league appearances, but got the opener in Chicago. Patrick Dorgu, Amad Diallo and Ethan Williams increased the lead while Bournemouth's consolation came courtesy of a Matthijs de Ligt own goal. The most important thing for me is to keep working hard and stay focused, and then we'll see what happens, Højlund said. My plan is very clear, and that is for me to stay and fight for my spot. United have been linked with a number of strikers, missing out on Liam Delap and Hugo Ekitike, with Sesko and Watkins topping the current shortlist. Competition is fine with me, it sharpens me, Højlund said. I'm more than ready. Højlund has worked hard at United, but that has not been rewarded with goals, nor has he received consistent service. I'm really happy with Rasmus, but I don't know what is going to happen until the end of the market, Amorim said. The important thing is that Rasmus is scoring goals. He's connecting really well with the team. He's improving. I don't know what is going to happen until the market is closed. We suffered a lot because of the lack of goals last season. Matheus Cunha did not play due to fatigue, while fellow new signing Brian Bumo is scheduled to make his first appearance against Everton in Atlanta on Sunday. Harry Maguire was replaced by De Ligt at half-time as United continue to treat the centre-back with caution. He had an issue during the holidays, during training, Amorim said. He's a little bit late in his training schedule, so we have to be careful with him. It's just a little bit fatigue with the training, so we are trying to control everything and saving all the players to give the exact minutes they need. Left-back Dorgu, who joined for £25 million from Lex in February, provided the assist for Højlund before getting on the scoresheet himself, and he was another player who caught Amorim's eye. He looks more and more like he belongs in Manchester United, and that is hard to do it at 20 years old, so I'm really impressed with Patrick, said the United boss, who was equally happy with Williams' goal. I celebrate that goal. It's not usual, even during the season, but I celebrate that goal because I really like to see the kids that work really well. Amorim believes the work done in pre-season, something he was not able to do having arrived in November, is paying dividends. I'm really happy with the players that we had last season. They are improving. We look like a different team today. Let's continue with that, but again, it's a pre-season game. The pressure is going to be so much different during the season. It's important for them to understand that the same players can play a different game. Rasmus Hojlund could part ways with Manchester United if they go ahead with the signing of RB Leipzig star Benjamin Sesko. According to Graham Bailey via TBR, Rasmus Hojlund's future at Manchester United is once again up in the air as the Red Devils are still in the market for a new number 9. They are interested in acquiring the services of RB Leipzig mainstay Benjamin Sesko. If they do end up signing the Slovenian international, Hojlund could end up leaving Old Trafford. Bailey's take on Hojlund's future. While speaking to TBR, Bailey said, Rasmus Hojlund knows he is not wanted by Man United as first choice. He knows they have been talking to strikers all summer. Let's not forget they were trying for Liam Delap in early July. Now it is Benjamin Sesko. United have not directly told him he can leave, and vice versa. Hojlund has not demanded to leave, but I am told they have talked and he knows where he stands.